Alright, so back here once again, bro. And this time I'm here to give you guys a first reaction to this new Weeknd album entitled Dawn FM. So look, bro, I haven't heard a single, I haven't heard anything from this album, like at all. So I'm pretty much going into this album sort of empty minded, but at the same time, I seen the track list, seen the features. I'm excited for this Tyler Creator feature, and I'm excited for this Lil Wayne feature. The thing is, I don't know if Abel gonna be on his synth pop shit, or he gonna be on more so his R&B shit. I don't know what lane he's really gonna dive into with this album, because I feel like with After Hours, I don't know. To me, After Hours is one of them albums that sort of like encompassed like everything he had and did all the way up to that point. Beauty Behind the Madness, Trilogy, Kiss Hand, even Starboy was all, to me, feel like it was all packaged into one with After Hours. So I'm interested to see how this one right here is. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, bro. Another installment to the Weeknd Cinematic Universe, Dawn FM. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and share button if y'all liking this shit. So yeah, let's go. First song we got on here, intro track, Dawn FM. Let's go. All right. Okay, I knew we had a Weeknd Cinematic Universe, but that shit right there just low key did something for me. Especially thinking about like how the last album ended, Until I Bleed Out, and he's coming on here beginning the album talking about like death and shit. So I wonder if this is like a continuation of that. So yeah, the next song we got on here is called Gasoline. Hey, I was not expecting this, but okay. Mm. The next song we got on here is called How Do I Make You Love Me? Ooh. Bruh, yes. This giving me that Prince 1999 feel. This one of them songs I'm gonna play the hell out of in the car. I feel it. How do I make you love me? Alright, so the next song we got on here is called Take My Breath, and I'm pretty sure that this was a single if I'm not mistaken. Ooh. Bro, I like this already. Take my breath. Ooh. I gotta hear that shit in the car. This giving me like After Hours feel. I'm talking about the actual song, especially when it cut to like that second part of the song and it, you know, the beat drop and shit. Take my breath. You just feel like a mean ass build up to something. Build up to the final boss. This feel like some damn cyberpunk music. Alright, the next song we got on here is called Sacrifice. I don't wanna sacrifice. I'm really loving this production right now. I ain't gonna lie. The production is more like up tempo. It feels, I don't know, it feels kind of happy, but the lyrics are kind of morbid and shit. So yeah, the next song we got on here is called "A Tale" by Quincy. I'm pretty sure that's Quincy Jones.
I will never forget watching my mother get put in a straitjacket and taken out of my home when I was only 7 years old.
Damn.
Whenever I got too close to the woman, I would cut her off.
Damn. Wise words from Quincy Jones, man. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of reminded me of like what IDK was talking about on his album of You See For Yourself. So yeah, the next song we got on here is called Out of Time. Ooh. Yes. This nigga don't miss. Yes. Out of time. Mom, I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm making a YouTube video. Alright. Yes, I will. Yes.
You are out of time. You're almost there. There's still more music to come.
The next song that we got on this mug is called Here We Go. ... Again, and it's featuring Tyler. Mm. Mm. Talk that talk, Abel. Okay. Marriage. Prenup. You gonna sign his prenup. You gonna sign his prenup. Go again. Bruh, this shit is beautiful. So next song we got on here is Best Friends. Hey. You're my best friend, no. You're my best friend, no. Oh, what is going on at the end of here? Right, that was a nice song. I don't know what the hell was going on at the end, but that leads into this next song, which is There Someone Else? Oh, Lord have mercy. We are getting into the slower shit now. Hey. All right, next track we got on here is called Starry Eyes. I don't know if I'm finna cry or what. That's probably why the song is called Starry Eyes. Alright, the next song we got on here is called Every Angel is Terrifying. Has he made it to that white light at the end of the tunnel? Man, what the fuck is this?
Sexy, euphoric,
What?
provocative, edgy, 495+.
Not the afterlife. We are dying right now. What the hell? This album makes death sound so groovy. So the next song we got on here is called Don't Break My Heart.
You snatched my soul on crucified.
Crucified. Very paralyzed.
Now I know she wasn't right for me.
Hey. Hey. Bruh. This is giving me Prince. The next song we got on here is called I Heard You're Married, and it's featuring Lil Wayne.
The way you hypnotized me, I could tell. Then do yourself a favor and just leave it.
This is some pettiness right here. So the next song we got on here is called Less Than Zero. I'm wondering if this is like another death reference. I don't know.
Remember I was a hero.
You gotta respect the honesty though. At least he's telling the truth.
Now you rather leave me than to watch me die.
This nigga know he got a drug problem and he steady continue to do the shit, and then it's like he mad at the girl because she don't want to stay with him and shit. I'm like, what is wrong with you, Abel? Last and final song that we got on here is called Phantom Regret, and it's by Jim. So I'm guessing the Weeknd has died now. We're officially in the afterlife with this shit.
Now that all future plans have been postponed, it's time to look back on the things you thought you owned. Yet, you may not have died in the way that you must. All specters are haunted by their own lack of trust. They just open their petals and turn to the light.
Oh, that's deep. The Weeknd with the peaceful ass intro. Outro. Shit. Alright, so my power went out last night when I was finna get ready to do the review portion, and I didn't get a chance to do the review portion because the lights never came back on. So yeah, that's why I look like this. But the way I'm feeling about this Weeknd album, I've actually had more time to sit down and listen to it some more. I love this album. He hit us with the 80s shit. It was like, okay, full-fledged going down like this 80 synth pop path. Because I feel like in the past, you know what I'm saying, in the past, yeah, the Weeknd has showed that he can do the 80 synth pop, like he's done it before. And even to the point where, like, I don't know, I feel like on After Hours he showed it with like different songs and stuff here and there, versus this album is just completely 80s takeover. I do like it, but at the same time it can get a bit repetitive sometimes, to the point, especially like them first 3 or 4 songs. It's like all of them kind of clash together. Did go back and listen to the Weeknd's discography up until this point or whatever, and yeah, I miss R&B Weeknd. That's all it is to it. I like what he's doing now with this 80s sound and stuff, but at the same time, like, I miss vintage cocaine and R&B singing ass Weeknd. Like, I miss that Weeknd. As far as the Weeknd on here, I like him on here, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, vocally he ain't really do nothing different for real. Besides like on the song Gasoline, when he was like, it's 5 a.m. I'm high again. Like, that's like the only thing vocally that he really did different. But at the same time though, it's the Weeknd, bro. He on here singing his ass off, bro. One of my favorite songs on here is Out of Time. And then I don't know, I like how he sounds on Take My Breath. Like, that's the thing, bro. This album as a whole, like, it sounds like, why he did go full-fledged 80s, it's low-key like I done heard this before, if that makes sense. So vocally it's not bad, but it's nothing new here. So yeah, jumping into the like concept and stuff for this album, bruh. One thing about the Weeknd, bruh, he always gonna talk about love, somebody breaking his heart, or him doing the heartbreaking, like it's always something. And then he always talks about death. This is the first time where he's actually talked about just death as, like, I don't know, I feel like death is the theme of this album, hence, you know what I'm saying, Don FM and just coming off, like, you know what I'm saying, the last song of After Hours was Until I Bleed Out, but at the same time, I feel like this is like a connection to that album, because it's like, this album feels like some in limbo type of shit, for like you, because Jim Carrey, when he was doing the narration, bro, he was steady, like, especially towards the end, he was saying, like, you know what I'm saying, if you don't let go certain things, far as like just be at peace in your heart before you pass, you pretty much gonna be in limbo. That's why he was saying, like, you got some phantoms or ghosts that just, I don't know, they don't die the right way or something. So yeah, I feel like this is connected to After Hours simply because the last track is like Until I Bleed Out, and then we start off with this message about going into the light and all this shit, and just like the afterlife and all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jim Carrey did this damn thing with this. Crazy. I I didn't even realize that was Jim Carrey, but until like, crazy thing is I didn't even realize that was Jim Carrey until like later on. So yeah, bro, Jim Carrey was definitely a nice addition to this. Not to mention, I just like his damn narration voice, bro. He really did that. So with the Weeknd and his albums, like, usually if it's on some conceptual shit, like, for the most part, it's on some, I fell in love with somebody, I cheated on her, she cheated on me, and some junk like that. She left me, I left her, she want me back, I want her back. It ain't going the way I wanted to. Damn, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna just take hella drugs until I bleed out, pretty much. So with that being said, that's why I say he's kind of in limbo, because I feel like he's just, this is like, that's why I say this album feels like the Weeknd is, I don't know, in limbo or some junk, because it's like he keeps thinking about the same shit over and over and over again. And then that is why I say the Weeknd is in that is why I say this album feels like the Weeknd is in limbo, because he kind of just, it's the same shit. It's the same, feel like almost the same concept as After Hours, but at the same time, he just kind of presenting it to you in a different way. And then when you add all the death and stuff around it, and then like even to the point where, like, if you just had the album on loop, it's like the album, I don't know, it's like the album is like a continuous cycle for a day or something. Like, you know what I'm saying, how the sun goes up and come back down and the moon goes up. It's like a everyday cycle of the same shit. So it's like you even notice that at the end of the album, when you just have it on repeat, it'll just, the birds and stuff the birds and stuff chirping and stuff at the end pop right back up at the beginning of the album and let you know that you've completed like a full cycle and shit. So I love the fact that he had Quincy Jones on here, especially going into that song like Out of Time and jump. But yeah, that whole Quincy Jones story, it was nice, and the low key reminded me. I don't know if y'all ever seen I don't know if y'all heard the IDK album, but yeah, he kind of, his whole album is conceptually around that same conversation that Quincy Jones was having with the Weeknd and shit. And I like Lil Wayne on here. He went with the auto tune sound or whatever. I don't know. I feel like his verse could have been a little better, but at the same time, shit is Lil Wayne. I like Tyler the Creator on here too, especially with that line at the end about signing the damn prenup. How you go from talking about how different ways we can be in love and we don't need this to show that we love each other and this and this, and then just fuck it, you gonna sign this prenup. If we do decide to go this route, you're definitely gonna sign this prenup. That's what I was getting from his thing. And then just the vocal performance of Jim Carrey. I didn't already said it, bro. I loved him as a narrator. He got that creepy, I don't know, he had like that creepy serial killer ass voice going on. And I don't know, it felt like as he was talking, it felt like I was getting an introduction for a damn cult or some shit. So yeah, bro. Jim Carrey's performance on here was dope, man. Overall, I do like this album. Honestly, I feel like The Weeknd is yet to make a bad album. As far as like with this album, I feel like you got a lot of people that's just, I don't know, you got a lot of people that's tired of the sound of it, the whole 80s sound. A lot of people want the R&B Weeknd back. Me personally, I would love the R&B Weeknd back, but I do like the shit that he's giving us now. So that's where I'm at with that. And yeah, bruh, let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Let me know if I was wrong by anything. Be sure to follow me, like, subscribe, and comment. But yeah, bro, this is T signing out once again, man. Leave y'all suggestions in the comment section. And peace.